YouTube can be started. A wooga wooga. I forgot to take my collagen. I'm gonna have my collagen right now.
Please stay where I can always see you.
Collagen is being taken. Oh, hello YouTube, we're live. We will be doing polls for Tanaka, and then we will be talking about lore, mess around with the gameplay and stuff too. You know, the mini game, they got that in there. Rhythm game. Did you know this? I know it now. Gulp. There we go. I took my collagen. That's good for you, by the way. Collagen. Ripple. It's XQC. I can't believe it.
Stay where I can always see you.
What was that Welcome to the Jungle stuff about anyway? Didn't he he used to do that all the time or something, and then he stopped doing it at some point? Is that the lore behind it? I can't believe Bait is a baiter. I wonder why he stopped saying it. Whoa, it's Foo fighting. Welcome to the stream. What about him be getting too big made him stop saying it though? That's what I want to know. Where is my notification post template? I don't have that. Oh no, where is it?
Always see you.
There it is. Okay, I just have to post my Twitter notification and then we can get into the thingamabob. Your message failed to send. Whoa, you said something naughty then. Links below.
Then please stay where I can always see you.
I'm changing up my posting style for the notification post as well, because
Shine brightly for my race.
maybe it'll be cooler this way. Jeez, this opening is taking too long. I wasn't prepared. Okay. There we go. Now we can start. For reals this time. But I will give people a moment to get into the stream, so we'll get the dailies out of the way, right? Let's just quick sim everything. Boom, quick, easy, we won. Whoa, it's the Koopai.
I'm glad I was able to.
Commander, the disruptive elements have been removed. May we continue our date now?
I didn't get my... What hands am I missing? Which Nikke has the tightest... I don't know. I think Ripple has answered that. Ripple, do you see Ken's question? Can you answer that for him? I'm missing Tetra hands. Ken asked who has the tightest and who has the loosest. Ugh. I think Ripple is qualified to answer that question.
Ready? And the winner, it's you!
Don't worry, goodbye. We'll get to it soon. Hello, Jolin. Welcome to the stream.
Ready? And the winner.
Okay, we're gonna clear this up and then we'll do the polls, right? We'll get her in 110 poll, I bet. Okay, are these done yet? I'm not done yet. Easy guy, boom.
Ready?
Kill him.
Behold, the season's rising star.
Got him. Are we done? We're done. Neon is the tightest, and Rosanna is the loosest. So says Ripple. The classical music. Oh yeah, I forgot to buy my 10 pull from here, I think. I didn't buy it from the shop. I gotta buy it from the shop.
Let us proceed with
I think we also get some for the login stamp today, right? We do? Okay. Cool. Get my free tickets.
Let us proceed with a renewed heart.
Yep. Get you. My ticket. There we go. Okay. Let's do the poll. Do the polls. But first, we're gonna do this mole I have. This Tetra mole. Will it be good? Will it be bad? I don't know. Give me who do I even want? Give me something good. That's not good. That's bad, actually. We got Pine. Pine. Okay. Let's get rid of the bad luck, right? I'm gonna do 110 for pull. There we go. Throw away the bad luck. Actually, that was pretty good luck when you look at the ratio to SR to Rs here. Interesting. Because SR is what? 43. R is 55. We got like 7 SRs there. Okay, our luck is good. Give me Tanaka right now. Takina. Tap. 3 Balordas. Come on, gold. Fake out. Bad seed. We got a bad seed. Let's reset the luck. Spoilers. Who is Mika? Isn't that from Girls Frontline? You're talking about Mika from Girls Frontline? There's an Eden in girls frontline as well. I did not know that. Did you mean to say shifty and not shift up? Come on. Give me gold. Gold, gold, gold. Gold? Gold.
Soldier OW at your service. Nice to meet you.
That is not her.
I'm in a surly mood. Is it
I don't want to use too much on this character. Is she even good? I do wonder for collection purposes though, because I don't want to have a missing spot. And having more characters does increase your max level, so. A fun fact about Kay. A fun fact about Kay is that she's legally a possession of you, of yours. You legally own Kay in the game. Come on, just give me the gold. Let me get out. This is horrible. Okay, I'm gonna let's reset. Let's reset by pulling on the friendship pull. There we go. Throw away the bad luck. It's gone. We cleaned out like Chinese New Year or whatever. Come on. Just give me the character. I need my collection. And I'll be happy. The dancing privity. Ensuring aid. An artist friend has given me a free sketch for a Pokemon, but has to be a Pokemon. Give suggestions. What about Mawile? No, not Mawile. Mawile right now is getting art, right? So don't do Mawile. What if you did Cinderace? Cinderace is a good one to choose. Bunnies. What if you did that, Noodles? Cinderace. Also, I'm trying to get that that dancing privity that Mr. Koopa mentioned. Let me see it. I think I have that GIF. Let me get that GIF. Where are you? There you are. Are you it? You are it. There you go. With everybody's anger, we will get it. Everybody's anger wasn't enough. Scary. I'm willing to go until I get 400 tickets because, you know, why not? It's easy to get gems. And mileage is really important anyway, so let's do one pull on here just to cleanse ourselves. Okay, we're getting the we're in the trenches right now. We are in the trenches. Come on, come on, come on, come on. I'm tapping it. I'm rubbing it like a genie. Okay. Rub, 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 rub. Slowly down. Slowly down. Slowly down. Okay. Yep. Good. We had to rub it. Rubbing it always works. That's a very bad spread. 1 SR. And everything else is R besides that one SSR? Okay. Okay. Give me her right now.
To me.
Bro, what are you doing? Overspec. Rappy.
Once again, I'm counting on you, Commander.
She stole it. Why did she steal it? She slapped Tanaka's hand out of my hand like she did with Dorothy in chapter 26. He did it again. She slapped my hand out of her hand. Okay, we got to reset the luck, hopefully, with one pull here. Wow. That's just normal, Peyton. No neon. That's normal. Jordan. No, you didn't really miss much. We haven't gotten Tanaka yet. Tanika. Yeah, we haven't gotten her yet, so you're good. We just we've lost 6 pulls, I think, on the 10. We got Rappy just now. Rappy stole the SR slot or SSR slot. Come on, just give me the character. I need it for my collection. Please. One more 10 pull. The best fodder type Nikke is probably going to be like Soldier OW. Come on, game. I know you want me to. I know you want to give her to me. I will do one temple here. Let's cleanse the luck. There we go. Anise is here. That's good luck. Yeah, but Mori isn't mass produced, so she can't really be fodder. Come on, Tanaka. Come on, Tanaka. There we go. We slammed it in.
Leave it to me. I may be a mass armament check.
Come on. Just give me her. There we go, finally.
こんにちは。井上滝菜です。
Takina is here. Finally. Here we go. We got our collection done. Well, I heard she's not even good, right? He's not even good, right? The only thing I saw was someone with a thumbnail going, like, laughing at the character or whatever, and that was it. You loved the Evangelion event? Well, that's a, you don't see that view around a lot. Yeah, I got everyone from Eva as well. Okay, goodbye. You can go to sleep in Poland right now. Yes, I was at the battery shop 10 times today. They were having a sale there just for me. It truly was a Yan moment. A lot of people had an issue with the EVA event because it went on for so long. I think that's where the main issue came from it with people who weren't fans of EVA, is that it went on just too long. But there we go, we got her. And now we can claim her outfit and we can just say we won. I thought the Yatsu was good, Ignis, or something. Is she good for a raid or something like that? That's what I was told. Also, I need to dispatch. Soon I will have Pervity maxed out.
Commencing operation. Saw teeth, entire buildings, you name it.
Well,
I can make it for you
when you're
anytime.
doing a raid, right? You're too focused to look at them while you're playing. Shinji's mom. Well, they can't have Shinji's mom. Well, technically they did have Shinji's mom, because Rei is a clone of his mom.
Just in
So
time, dear client.
he was in the collab when you think about it like that.
I see you're a man of
Also, we can do these polls right now as well. Let's check them out.
Have fun shopping. Another successful transaction. Can I help you with anything else?
Can I get anything good here at all? Something good. Okay. What got you fried is that you can farm. You can farm base for item materials, but you don't have an SR doll in there yet. True. Whoa, it's human in the flesh. In the flesh. Through the screen, really. Okay, so we got this. Let's just claim everything and then give me my free gems. Yeah, you can. Well, that's good though, because you can farm the materials even though you don't have everything. That's a good thing for you. So you can build it up before you get everything else ready. So you can build it up over time and everything like that. So it's good. It's good. First, let me put her in her new outfit. Where are you? There you are. There you go. Get put into the outfit. Also, let's core break Rappy.
This feels good, but I can still improve further.
Beautiful. Okay, there we go. You want me to do a single tap? Okay, we can do a single tap right now. Ignis, how did you know? Ignis, are you pulling the strings or something? What's that about?
Teacher, it's been ages. I missed you so much.
Ignis, explain how you did that right now. How did you do that? What black magic did you use?
Yahoo! I'm gonna brag about this to the others.
That's crazy. Okay, let's see. What about the story do you guys want to talk about? Anything cool? Let's see. What do you guys think about the deep lore dump with the Pope transferring her brain between flesh bodies? What do you guys think about that? How do you feel about that? Where they're doing that instead of just turning them into Nikke? Image, you go blah. You're not a fan?
Then
Do you think it has anything to do with
always see you.
the fact that maybe it has something to do with the soul or something like that? Where the BTC believed the soul would be lost if they were put into a Nikke body rather than a human body or something? And also, Evergreen does exist, which means there was no point really in changing bodies. It was just to make them comically evil, you say? Really? What sounded unoriginal and lazy? Them just transferring them into human bodies and that's it? Or it being the soul? Yeah, swapping brains and other bodies. No, yeah, I don't really see the point when they could just have an immortal Nikke body
Then
that would be
where
indistinguishable
I can
from
always see you.
everything else. Because, geez, like, people don't know that Polly, Miranda, and Query are Nikkes. So it is possible just for them to have bodies as a Nikke, seem human no matter what. I think they do a lot of this person is sexually evil, but they did one good thing, so we must view them positively. True. If we think about it, they said that they would swap out of bodies, right? When the body became, what, 20-something years old? Like 20 years old? And they were 200 years old, which means they at least did, what, 9 bodies or something?
Then please stay where I can always see you.
Yeah, she saved Neon. Therefore, she must be forgiven. Yeah, think about all the evil he did in like 200 years. Let's think for a moment. Because if we think about... Actually, we need to think about the 200 years thing, right? So the 200 years. They've had this technology for 200 years. Somehow.
Please stay where I can always
Which
see
means 200 years ago, in the Nikke world, they were still technologically advanced. Or actually, would it be... I don't know, how long has Neon been alive for? Do we know that? Because we need to subtract the amount of time Neon's been alive and then add that to the 200-year mark to get the actual date, the time that we're at right now. We know how long Neon's been alive. Okay, I'm going to Google that right now. Because the timeline in my head will, this will help the timeline in my head. Let's see, google.com. Nikke. How old is Neon?
Then please stay where I can always see you.
No one knows how old Neon is. Well, whoa, wait a second. She has to be a bit old, right? Because Princess was only in the Outer Rim for what, 3 years, was it? And at the start of those 3 years, that's when Anderson went on his purge. So, if Anderson went on his purge then, and the purge happened a long time ago, because he got out of the coma, we're not going to say he was in a coma for 30 years, right? So he couldn't have been in a coma for like more than a year or two. So it has to have taken place very soon after the sealing, maybe?
Then please stay where I can
It's all useless because, H was alive during the time. That is true. But how could Anderson's purge when he was in the coma? Because they thought he was in the coma still. How could his purge have happened so late if those people are all alive? Because the BTC had to be dead for like a while, right? Because there are no traces of it anymore. Except like an MNR. Oh, also, hello, Zinar. We have Privity up there because Privity is Privity. Whoa, EH stands for Elysian Harbor, right? So maybe she did have Evergreen before she went to the Outer Rim. Yes, I did mention MR, but all other traces of the VTC are basically all dead. And that VTC priestess talked about sending Princess to the Ark, to the Outer Rim, as a precaution against when Anderson wiped them out. And the VTC and the princess thought that Anderson was still in a coma, which he was in a coma after the events of Ark Guardian, right? Yes, the VTC killed Pretty and turned her into the armorman,
Then
right?
please stay where I can always see you.
How long did the purge happen? Do we really believe that Anderson was in a coma for like 20 years? I can't believe that Anderson would have been in a coma for like 20 years. Human in the flesh. You know, I did that tweet already, right? I did that tweet when the treasures were revealed. He might have been plotting, but then how would he have stayed hidden from the BTC long enough that they wouldn't have known that he was out of the coma? That's what I'm wondering. But also, because the Pope died during Ark Guardian, and that means he transferred over to a new body during Ark Guardian,
Always see you.
wouldn't Princess be the body of the new Pope or something? The timeline's a bit wacky there. Okay, but anyway, let's say that, okay, we're now currently 250 years back. So 250 years ago, from the present day in Nikke, the BTC had the technology to transfer brains into other humans, right? That means the Nikke world had comparable technology to ours for at least 250 years. That's crazy.
Then
250 years of our technology.
always see you.
That's also even better. They were a technological civilization for a long time then. But doesn't that mean they should have had true spaceflight then? And were sending out colony ships and stuff? What if there are human colonists that went out of the Nikke Earth into the wider galaxy? What if that happened? Because there was a scrap beta Nikke who was meant to be an astronaut, right? What if they bring that idea back? It might actually really be like that, because these ancient technologies that the VTC has could unironically be the
Always see you.
blueprints, or the what are they called? They're called like ST somethings in Warhammer, and they're just using those blueprints that exist already. The templates that were dealt by humanity thousands of years ago. Yeah, the STCs. Yeah. Because they call all of the BTC's technology ancient tech, right? So maybe it is like that. Maybe this is the Earth after a big calamity. Humanity built back, found the old tech of humanity, and then messed it up again. What if that happened?
Let us proceed with a renewed heart. Let us proceed with a renewed
It could be that.
heart.
It can also be ancient aliens, you know? They found ancient alien technology and abused it.
What do you think? Can you now feel the dignity befitting a king?
What do you mean, why is Crown the character here?
Let us proceed with a renewed heart.
What's wrong with it being Crown?
Let us proceed with a renewed heart. Let us proceed with a renewed heart.
Well, it can be any character. It's Crown because if I go to my squad, it's Crown because Crown is number 1 in the thing. It's Crown for you because Crown is all the way on the left side. Like, look, I can just I can do this. Lancer RPG. Interesting. Now it's Privity.
Understood.
Is that a capybara? That is a capybara.
Understood.
Interesting.
Understood. Understood.
No. Privity must stay. She glows because she's cute. She's glowing because she's... Never mind. You know, we'll have Siren, actually. Siren can be there. She's glowing because she's pregnant with my child. If you do Kilo, it's just Talos on there. Yeah. There's no 3D model for Kilo, I think. Is there? Actually, let's check that out right now. Is there a chibi Kilo in the animation for Talos? Does she pop out of it like her Hap animation?
Is there? Oh, yes.
Nope. There's no chibi Kilo. That's the saddest thing in the world. Cognate. So true. Yeah. Yeah, we need to turn Talos into body armor or something instead of being a whole mech. Make her like Iron Man instead. We could do that to Talos. You know, the funny thing about Talos is that in Japanese, he's voiced by a woman, and in English, he's voiced by a man. How is Talos voiced in Korean, though? Does Talos have a male voice in Korean or a female voice in Korean? Oh, we have everything? Okay. the Korean is the original, you know? Female. Okay, that means English is wrong. So if they ever try to convert Talos into a female, I wonder how that will go in English. Yeah, they were going for a Jarvis kind of thing. Let's try this out. Easy game, I think. Where's my bar? Where's the thing? The game started? What? Hello? They didn't explain the rules to me. They didn't explain the rules. How do you play this game if there's no bar? I'm confused. Do I shoot when they come out? Bro, how does this work? What? There's no beat though. That's the thing. They don't actually have a beat to listen to. Evil. Evil game. This game is actually evil, I think. No, I'm a crab. I don't have ears. What do you think? There we go. Reduces level of accuracy required. Okay, we're gonna beat this one. Okay. Let's win something first. Yeah, the devs said it's no longer easy. Yep. Why did they remove the bar? I need the bar. removing the bar is evil, I think. That's bad game design. Shigeru Miyamoto would not approve. Just like riding a bike. Whoa. I need to check like how powerful is my union right now at this? Who's the best guy in my union right now? Crazy. 113,000. Is he the biggest? I think he's the biggest. Yep. Huge. Yeah, I need the bar. Give me the bar. Damn, he's huge. That's a lot. Okay. Let's claim our stuff from here. Okay. Wait, tell me something that you want to talk about. What about the new story do you want to talk about?
Shine brightly for my...
Life was great, wasn't it?
What's something that irked you guys with the new chapters? Something that made you guys go, come on. True, there should have been a CG for Miriam, which I don't know why they didn't do that. They didn't show us anything for Miriam. It's like they rushed it. They rushed that. That made me sad. Not being able to see Miriam get like, acknowledged by the commander personally and stuff, That should have happened. I don't know why it didn't happen. She is the main girl. Because she's the reason why everything is happening.
Life was great.
If it wasn't for her, there'd be no story. All the goals of the commander are related to Miriam. It seems that they've forgotten that everything is related to her. All the ambitions, all of the desires, they're all due to her. With no Miriam, there is no story. Well, Ripple, whose fault is that? That's the fault of the writers, because the writers couldn't think of it. Yeah, Neon's backstory should have been like a side story, not a whole chapter.
Life was great, wasn't it?
Shift Up doesn't know what they're doing when it comes to that. Also, the commander should have been way more emotional when he saw the state that Miriam was in. He was way too stoic when he was seeing, oh yeah, Miriam got beaten half to death. Is Rappy very important to the story right now? She had her arc, and that's it. What in the future is Rappy's importance? Like, what in the future is important about Rappy?
Life was great.
How does Rappy push the story forward? That's what I'm asking. Also, let's mute the voice right now. Yep. Because everything with Rappy's character and like the backstory and everything that has been explored, like that's all been explored, that's all been put out on the table. How does she push the forward story now? how does she push the story forwards now? She can't really. Only Miriam and only one can really push the story forward. Because everything is relating around the queen now, right? So the two other queen candidates move the story forward. Only one is being raised by the four beasts, though. And the only reason she looks like Rappy is because the writers wanted to give her some wank. She shouldn't look like Rappy, exactly. She should look different than Rappy. I don't know why they made her look the exact same, but she shouldn't be that way. If they really wanted it to be a daughter, it should have had some sort of features of the commander. And there's no features of the commander on there. It's just like a clone. It's a homunculus. Who says that only one will recognize Rappy as a mother after the four beasts raise her? Because right now her brain is like baby mode. And babies can view other women as their mother, even if when they get adopted, right? So maybe they end up thinking, oh, Leviathan, Behemoth, Ziz, and Muhammad are her mothers instead. No, it's not. No, the commander was assaulted, and then they used like nanomachine magic to mix the commander's juice with a spare body of Rappies and a bunch of other material, and it became a creature somehow. If they retcon the mother relationship, I will have a naked Saga. He's gonna bow. I still don't even get why they even made only one. Only one. I don't think it was a good idea for the story, because we already had the queen we already had our queen candidate in Miriam. That's all we needed. We didn't need another queen to do a fight with. I don't get where the narrative need for only one was required. Yeah, I felt really premature. It's like they got upset at the rampy chair jokes like way too much, and they made that happen. It's like they had a backlash against how people were making fun of Rappy. But it's even funnier when you do like that, though, because she still hasn't had any kind of interaction with the commander. So she has the child, but there has not actually been any intimate relations, so it doesn't really change anything. Exactly, Ignis, exactly. Because literally, like, the next events, Commander is sleeping with Label, and he's sleeping with the Velvet, and he's sleeping with this guy, he's sleeping with that girl. Whoa. Well, we should, because we know that Miriam, along with Helm, is Kim's. So Miriam and Helm are Kim's wife's favorites in Nikke. We do know that Miriam will get something at some point that will make her really stand out. Just like Helm. Really, Ken, I did not know that about Rappy. Well, maybe what will happen is only one gives Miriam her core, and that's the reason why they even created only one in the first place, was to have another queen core for Miriam to take, because her core was taken. Because only one will have two cores, because she has Redhead's core and Rappy's core, so she can take one of the cores out of her and give it to Miriam. Almost all of the Nikkes who have intimate relations with the commander are completely irrelevant. Maybe. Until Anise fully commits. Anise almost fully committed during the summer event. That almost happened. They hate Rappy so much that they gave her a pseudo child. It's curious. They almost gave it to Anise already, but she backed down. Ripple, explain how they insult Rappy. Tell us about that. They give her so much, yet they hate her at the exact same time. It makes you think. Ripple, that's her true self, don't you know that? Well, what you need to realize, Ripple, is I think in this chapter, in chapter 44, right? Let me go to there. Story, Unknown Tears. Yep, this one right here. Let's get to it. I think this scene proves that, yes, this scene here, I think this scene proves that Rappy isn't actually Rappy anymore. She's a mixture of Rappy and Red Hood, because there's no reason for Rappy to cry at all unless she has the emotions and past memories of Red Hood in her brain that caused this trigger to happen. So I think realistically, Rappy Red Hood isn't really Rappy anymore. It's like 70% Rappy, 30% Red Hood. But who's to say that the parts of Red Hood that Rappy got from the merger weren't all the gooner and more flamboyant parts of her, and that's what stuck in her brain. Oh, but you see, Ripple, the transformation hadn't fully taken hold yet, so she was still holding on to her previous personality more. It just took time for the merger to fully coalesce. And that's why she became dumber. Spaghetti code. Oh, Red Hood had her moments. Well, maybe it's not that she's dumb. It's more like she has no filter and stuff, which makes her sound dumb. How do I fix Rampy's character? Okay, let's think about this right now. How do we fix Rampy? We make her a bit serious again, right? We make her more stoic. We stop her obsession with making jokes all the time and trying to be too lighthearted. We make her listen to people first instead of saying things, because Yan got really upset about her talking too much. How do we fix Rampy? We give her the exact same personality she had as before the Reddit transformation, and we just add a bit more of a loving nature to it so that she can show more love towards the commander, like she always wanted to. So the same stoic personality, but she's more, she's more loving. And that's the only difference. Yeah, but then what I'm saying though is that how you would write her good is that you would make it so that he's the same old Rampy as before, just more loving. Yeah, Rampy's trying to be a jokester too much. I'm just checking something really quickly. Okay, there we go. Yeah, like when she's making the jokes randomly, it just doesn't make any sense. It's like she's trying to do like a Marvel style joke or something to like, lighten the situation, and then no one cares because people in real life don't like that kind of stuff. Rampy bin watched the entire Endgame timeline movies and decided that was going to be good humor. Red Hood's smoother brain, yeah. Ripple, give me some examples of the hate. Well, I see. But how can she move on from it when no one corrects her to do better? They just go like, ha ha, very cool, Rappy. They don't say, Rappy, you can't be doing this anymore. No one reprimands her for doing it. Well, you see, but Rappy has 70 years of built-up autism, so she can't know without being reprimanded. Because, you know, when you think about Rappy, he literally grew up in a hospital, and then she died, became a Nikke. Didn't know how to interact with people properly until someone taught her. Then all those friends died as well. And then she met Red Hood, who taught her how to do things again. And then Red Hood died. And then she was with Absolute, and then she messed up the relationship with Absolute again. Rappy had a lot of chances to learn to be a proper human being, I think. He's been alive for like 100 years at this point. He should know better after all that time. Well, Zenard, teenagers do get grounded for doing teenager things, and that's how they learn that things are wrong. They get grounded, they get the belt. People get their behavior corrected. Yeah, there's no self-reflection. That happens with a lot of Nikkes when you think about it, like Dorothy. The exact same thing happening with Rappy is happening with Dorothy. They won't let Dorothy grow either. I never did this before. I got the outfit though. Interesting. Yeah, it's like they are they want to keep them stagnant so that they can just not finish the storyline in case they want to, I don't know, try something else with the character. See, what we really need to blame stuff on is the fact that the 4 Beast arc took over a year to happen when it shouldn't have taken over a year. That really screwed up the pacing, the 4 Beast arc. Oh, but you see, Zenard, they're just not thinking. They could extend the story a lot. Because what they can do is that, oh, they beat the queen at some point in like year 4 or 5. And then the ancient aliens return. And then the stakes are raised even further because now it's not just about the planet, it's about the galaxy. Yeah, they're running things around the anniversaries, right? They keep dragging the chapters until they can tie it in with the anniversary event, essentially. Like when we betrayed Leviathan by Laplace pulling her gun away. That was just to extend the timer. Very true, Zenard. Very true. What do you guys think about 6-0 though? What do you think about that? How'd you feel about 6-0? Being Enix's evil side. I just don't get why she didn't delete the data. Why did she keep a copy of the data just lying around? What's that about? She kept putting her negative emotions into a box, right? The judges forced her to it? No, the judges didn't force her to do that at the start. But the judges took 6-0 when it developed consciousness. That's what happened. So at the time, before it developed consciousness, it was just her own doing. Let's check that out right now. Let's just check it out. I think that's it. Let me go check. Because we have it right here. We can go check. Why do I keep going there? I have no idea. Let's see. New innovation, situation, 6-0 subjugation battle. Probably not there. It's probably situation report, right? Nope. This one. Nope. It's after Burnium. So I guess it's at the start of this chapter, actually. Okay, never mind. There we go. Let's see. Greater good, blah, blah, blah. Authority figure. All negative emotions were transferred over an extended period and they accumulated even after being discarded. Okay, never mind. Wait. We were wrong. Enoch did discard these, but they research. Wait. Is it because... No. Okay, she was saying that she gained negative emotions, right? Essentially, from overseeing the operations of the Ark, she gained negative emotions. And they were constantly being transferred over to the hardware. And then that hardware containing the emotions reached capacity. So she was just storing the negative emotions for some reason, instead of just deleting them outright. And then because D killed Pretty, that made Enoch really, really mad. And then all those negative emotions went into the machine, and that birthed 6-0. That's what ended up happening here. But the thing is, what's stupid about this is why even put that on hardware? Why did she put it on hardware that reached capacity instead of just deleting the negative emotions? I don't understand that. Why even keep them? Yeah, Anise wears her friend. Anise is wearing the remains of Pretty. That's what the armament is. Well, Zenard, what you need to realize is 6-0 wasn't alive until Pretty was killed. So those emotions going into the machine weren't even alive. So they could have been deleted. No. What she's saying is that what Enoch is saying here, right? She's discarding the emotions into the hardware that contains the negative emotions, but she kept getting negative emotions over and over again. That she had to then store into that hardware. Because she was removing the negative emotions from her programming, right? And offloading it into this hardware. But why even put it in hardware instead of just deleting it? I don't get it. I don't get it. Why? That's what she's saying here, is that... No. What she's saying is that... Okay. Let's scroll back up. The definite answers to my creation, I've overseen all judgments, constantly exposed to crimes and violations, which generated a likelihood of aversion towards humanity. I determined that such emotions would compromise my judgment process, so I transferred them to a separate piece of hardware. See? I'm here. She's transferring them to another piece of hardware for some reason. Instead of just deleting it. I don't get it. Why transfer it to hardware instead of just wiping it? And then as she had more negative emotions, she put more of those on that exact same hardware. Then the hardware got overloaded when Pretty died. When Pretty died. And then Six was born. It is silly. It is very silly. See, what we just need to do, though, is release Nikke. Nikke can win instantly. She should know that negative emotions cause bad outcomes. So she should never just, be kept. They should just be deleted. I don't know why store them away. Yeah, what if 6-0 was actually just instead a Nikke that attached their brain to the mainframe or something? No, it's alright. I think that the arc was always meant to have it. Because I think with the Red Ash, remember we knew that Nikke already existed before the arc was completed, so I do think it was always meant to exist, the AI overlord. Well, 6-0 isn't inevitable if you just delete it instead of saving it. I mean, not 6-0, Mirror. Mirror. Well, I think I knew it would happen, right? Because it made sense, right? Because Red Shoes put her brain or put her personality data into the corruption virus. So it makes sense that she would appear again at some point in the Rapture Hive Mind. I guess so. I guess it is an art. I wasn't paying attention. But her somehow being allowed to manipulate things behind the scenes is strange. Yeah, Red Shoes wanted to have humanity be under the boot of the Raptures. Mir wants to rule the world, which, maybe the personality data stuff isn't 100% a perfect copy or something. Could be a little bit of issue there. Or maybe the Queen just modified the code because the Queen wanted something different. Maybe it's all part of the Queen's grand plan to have Mirror doing what Mirror is doing. Yeah, but to Rapture's synthesis with humanity is literally humanity being genocided, which is what's happening with the new Rapture heretic thing that the Queen made. This lady. Red Shoes was just insane. That's all we need to know is that Red Shoes was insane. The last good villain. What it seems like, though, is the Queen now wants humanity to go the way of the Drow. Hello, Drow. Welcome. Welcome to the stream. Birmingham actually likes us, though. Birmingham's been a good guy for a while now. Especially when it came to his son and stuff. In the side missions, those were good with him. But you remember Attack on Titan? And how they had a plan, that they would just make it so the Eldians could no longer have children, and that's how they would save the world and make everything peaceful. It's like the Queen wants to do that now with humanity for some reason, instead of letting them have the Ark and live there by themselves, right? The Queen is very strange. And we still don't really know what the Queen is. That is true. Oswald was a fan. There we go. We got our stuff. Very cool. At this point, the Queen might have become as wild as a rapture. I mean, no thinking, just... But she's clearly... she's calculating. Somehow. Oh, well. There's no point in optimizing, I think, when you're below the actual challenge mode, right? He is bloodthirsty, that is true. She's angry. See, what we need, though, is Cinderella to come in and make the Queen cry again. And that will set everything straight. Cinderella, Siren, Grave. She loses. Although, Ignis. What if the Queen is being more animalistic because she turned off her capabilities to understand language as a countermeasure against Siren? Because she knows if Siren comes and speaks one word, she loses. What if she's doing that? But yeah, Drow, I will do that Oleg and Cinderella combo. That is pretty good. Who knows? Who knows, Ripple? How would she know? Who knows? Well, wait. Do you mean how would she know that Siren exists? She would know that Siren exists due to Cinderella's memories. That's how she would know before she turned Cinderella into Enichiro. She would know that Siren exists as a creature because of that. This will be a gold. It was not a gold. I still don't have Solane. The Grave Siren Cinderella reunion was peak. Yeah, that was pretty good when that happened. It was a moment people were waiting for a while, so that was good. What do you mean doesn't work with that, Ignis? You have to have a recall that I just don't have to fully understand the story. Yeah. Is co-op open? Is it actually open? I'm not sure. Let's see. It is. It's not open. It will be open in an hour, it seems. Interesting. I think Cinderella's going to get wiped by the queen. Nah. Cinderella is really strong. Open co-op and Soul Rager in their reset. Yeah, sure. Not Frog. I do think that Cinderella is still stupidly strong. Cinderella is literally the strongest heretic still, probably. Because literally it's like, what they're going to do is I predict this will happen, right? Cinderella and Anise are going to have a cool combo move that they're going to do. It's going to be like, because you know how Anise's armament can absorb laser-based energy and stuff? Cinderella shoots like 1,000 beams at Anise. Anise absorbs all those. And this concentrates them into one huge like single targeted burst at the queen. Or something. That will happen, I'm pretty sure. Cinderella and Nice have a cool combo that they can do together. The fact that they made Neon impervious to corruption and stuff means she can just, you know, she's literally like the perfect punching Nikke now. Which she showed off by punching the crystals. Because now she can fight any rapture and have no qualms about getting corrupted at all. But Human in the Flesh, I'm going to check out the minigame. Yeah, she's like Lilith 2.0. She has the firepower in her fist now. He became Jotaro. Okay, can I win this time? Let's see. No. Did they put the 70% mod on? I did better on my second time playing the game. Come on, give me something, dude. Restart. Come on, come on, come on. I did not sign up for Rhythm Heaven. I can't do it. It's old. Old Tales was written to be really, really powerful. Because they were meant to be the Goddess Squad, but stronger. So... And the whole thing was that because Cinderella became an hero, that's why humanity lost. Because she was just that strong on her own that she turned the entire war in the favor of the Raptors. And Cinderella still has like 80% of that strength, so there's just no way that Old Tales can't just beat the Queen by themselves, based on what we know. Like, if they have Siren, Abe, Cinderella, Hansel, and Gretel, those five together, they win. Because Siren is the most broken character in the entirety of Nikke. She's so broken they had to make up Gluttony to counter her. If the Queen can understand language, Siren wins. One of the things that makes me angry, not really angry, but annoyed, is remember when Only One started chasing everyone, right? And then Siren just didn't use her Kotodama to say stop to Only One? Which would have worked because Only One did know language. Well, Ignis, I think Abe may have had access to the ancient technology from the VTC and put that into the Grimm's models Generation 2 with Old Tales. But yeah, Zenard. And like, you guys, don't you think that it's strange that they didn't let her use her Kotodama against Only One? She could have said stop. She could have said stop to Only One, and then she would have stopped. But they didn't give it the chance at all to use her Kotodama. She saved the commander and Rappy, and then didn't use her Kotodama to then stop Only One. Yeah. Like, the Kotodama is like the strongest thing ever. And we also know that her Kotodama works over long distance with the bubbles, right? So she can send a message to anyone in the world if she knows where they're at with a bubble, and make them do whatever that she wants. It's super strong. How can they be Mary Sue's though, when they don't get to do anything? They're not winning anything. They barely get to do anything. And even when they get to do stuff and they just completely destroy the enemy, they contrive some reason as to why they didn't actually destroy the enemy. It's like making Superman versus Batman work kind of deal. Where in reality, Batman just gets stomped by Superman. But they make up reasons why he doesn't actually get stomped. The power scaling is pretty whack. Well, would you call Superman a Gary Stu? Even because he was born with the powers he had? It's superheroism. Is he? Okay. I guess. But you can still go through suffering and trial even when you're super strong, right? I just don't think the writers understood how powerful they were making Cinderella, Siren, and whatever Hansel and Gretel do. Do we even really know what Hansel and Gretel do? Yeah, but how strong is that cauldron, though, right? True. Yes, so they would be like Haran, but super powerful. They can make like random, potions and stuff like that. Like how Haran made that metal-eating nanomachine thingamabob against the queen. They could probably do that, but like triple as good. Well, Abe was a super genius, that's why. Was it actually antimatter though? I thought it was like they made that up as like a phrase or something. It was not actually that it was real antimatter, right? We can check that out, I think. Can I check that out? Where are you? In the mirror, old tales. The forgetfulness over the years due to memory space is also pretty inconsistent. True. When did they fight Cinderella? What chapter was that? Was it part 2? No. It was part 1. It was like here. Red Shoes. Remember how big Red Shoes' leg is? It's like literally the exact same size as her shield. And Cinderella's shield covers her whole body. That's pretty wild. Remember that? Her legs are huge. What was the reason that Libarios survived the Eden Sphere? He made herself really, really tiny, remember? She reduced her size, and that's how she survived. Main boosters of crushing physical blows. Yeah, let's see. Hansel and Gretel. I forget that these are called Spindrift. I forgot that was the name of her bubbles. Yeah. A special weapon only Siren can wield. Controlled by her brain with it. Yep. She whispers softly into the bubbles, and she makes her kneel. Yes, which serves as a catalyst to convey Siren's voice, so only you can hear it. Yeah, so she can specify who can hear her voice as well. Look at that. That's also pretty op. She can like issue a command that only certain people can hear. Huge flask holding pillars are combined. The pillar Hansel's holding are combined. The steel liquid in the flask sloshes around violently, and the steel vibrates while emitting a loud screeching. There's so adaptable weapon system, which is Cauldron, a specialized weapon operated and used by Hansel and Gretel. Gretel pieces together the weapon while Hansel operates it. So they can create anything, essentially. So this thing allows them to create whatever they want. That's their power. Yeah, it's literally magic, yes. They can create any kind of beam they want via the cauldron. In this situation, why isn't Siren issuing more commands to Cinderella? That's what I want to know. Yeah, she got modifications on the Raptures to be stronger. Yeah, and this whole time, Siren could have been issuing like a million commands. That is true, Ripple. Abe did beat her down so that she wouldn't speak as much. Wait a minute, did I read that right? Wait. We need to check that out again, because it says something about how Cinderella can take energy from other people and reflect it. Is that what that was? I forgot about that. Is that what she said about the glass slippers? Equipped with a generator, which can repel any potential enemies and allow for short-term elevation, is controlled by waves. Special weapon designed for offense and defense. Innate power, points. Can repel any potential enemies. Then what was she talking about? Something else. crushes with a flick of a wrist. All while being out of reach of our own attacks. Okay, never mind. Nothing about reflection. I thought she was something about reflecting their own attacks against her or something when I was speeding through it. There we go. But yeah, Hansel and Gretel can create whatever they want through their cauldron. Essentially, apparently. That's something. They can do whatever they want. They can make ice cream with their cauldron somehow. Would you eat the ice cream? I would eat the ice cream. That could be pretty tasty, I think. It's gonna be mint chocolate chip ice cream. That's what they'll make from the cauldron. Mint chocolate chip. Will they be the least enjoyable? I don't know about that. Strange vibes, you think? Really? I don't think they're gonna be cute. I think they'll be cute. But, let's see. Okay, we talked about a lot of stuff today. We talked about the princess stuff. We talked about the Rappy Red Hood stuff in chapter 43. We talked about Sixo. We talked about that. We talked about how powerful Old Tails is and their weapons and stuff. Okay, we talked about all that kind of stuff. Anything else you guys want to talk about right now when it comes to chapter 43 and 44? Anything cool? Anything that makes you, anything cool that you liked? Yeah, anything cool that you liked from the chapters? Because we have been nitpicking it a while. What about the cool things about it, though? What did you think was cool? Anything cool about it? Anything cool? Moran was pretty cool. That is true. The treasures aren't chapter 43 and 44, though. Zenard. But Ignis, what about when Neon became the goddess of victory? And she punched the crystal as Jotaro. He became Jotaro from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Wasn't that cool? It was cool, but they could have said her backstory or something, saved her backstory or something significant. Yeah, we need Also, they confirmed that Anisa's storyline isn't over yet as well. They still want Anise to do that concert, which means her storyline isn't done yet. Dorothy ran away from us because she knew we would give her a big sloppy kiss. That is true. That's real. Yeah, New Year 2027 will be Anise. They're gonna drag it. What you see, Ignis, though, what they're trying to do is they're trying to have Anise become the replacement of Pretty, right? So she has to do the concert to become Pretty. If she doesn't do it, then she can't be Pretty. Well, who's talking about abandoning the arc, Zenard? No one's talking about abandoning the arc. What are you talking about? Not a single soul said anything about abandoning the arc. Where are you getting that from? Yeah, they talk about turning the power off, not about leaving the arc. What are you talking about? You can turn off the breaker, and then that's it. You turn off the breaker to make 6-0 run out of power, and then you turn it back on. Because you already know that Enoch can turn off the power, because she's turned off power in certain sections before. So all she would need to do is turn it off on every section except for, I guess, one where they want to isolate 6-0. That is like the stupidest plot point that came from Trony's event, was that people committed Sudoku because of the skies being fake. Like, what do they think? That the sky wasn't fake in the arc? Like, half of those people were still alive when the arc wasn't even their home. Yet they still did it. It didn't make any sense. I don't know. I feel like they know they're underground. So how would they think that the sky is real? I mean, even Nora talked about how the sky wasn't real, I think. And that was one of her complaints. And one of the reasons she wanted to go to the surface was to see the real sky again. Nora didn't seem too not bothered by the fact that the sky wasn't real. Oh, I forgot I have these. Whoa. I wish we did get a winter event as well. True. I mean, we did get a summer one, Ripple. What are you talking about? We had an event sent during the summertime. Everyone was in a bathing suit, so it was a summer event. We did get a winter event, though, because the winter event was barely any snow, and there was no Christmas theme at all. They just need to do Christmas theme events, that's it. Only Christmas. Miracle Snow, Christmas. And Neverland was also Christmas. What skin? Ignis. This one? Yeah, Rampy. Look. Rampy in the summer. And we also have... Where is she at? The egg. Look at that. The egg. Photoshop. Oh, it jiggles. You see the chibi? It jiggles. Look at that. The chibi jiggles. Look at that. Whoa. It do be jiggling. Why does that keep happening? It keeps making the dudung sound. Chibi. If you didn't buy the skin, then you're bricked for life. You don't have the canon Miriam version. What do you mean, shut up? It's true. It's real. If you didn't get the skin, then, you know, you missed out. I also have first affection though. It's a truth, Nuke. Yeah, they locked the version behind a gotcha. The canon Miriam. Well, it's evil. It's actually evil. I wonder about though. Maybe they should. No, Zenard. What will happen is they'll make an alt for her when she recovers from the coma, and it will be this skin, but like different, essentially in the alt. I think it will be punished Miriam as the alt. And what they'll do is that they'll actually change her name from Modernia in that alt to just be Miriam. It won't say Modernia, it will say Miriam as her name. Yeah, Scarlet and Rapunzel are getting it. Noah is also getting it too. Noah's getting an ult. Rapunzel's getting an ult. Scarlet's getting an ult. Miriam then should also get an ult because they all got broken during Goddessfall. So the 4 characters who were broken all get ult. That makes sense to me. Snow White was broken and she got an ult as well. Isabel is dead. She's dead. Ripple, I don't think you liked Isabel until she died. I have a feeling about that. I think I am right. I think it's true. Ignis, can you confirm if Ripple liked Isabel before she died? Actually, you know what? I can look that up right now. I can look that up myself right now. I'm slurring my words for some reason. I don't know why. I'm gonna go to Ripple's Twitter account, and then I will find out from his tweets. The last time you tweeted about Isabel being a Yandere was in June 8th, 2025. That's a long time with no Isabel post. You talk privately to people as well, huh? Bestie is pouting, Shifty is crying. Isabel is ready to raid. You've been away for too long. Whoa. I'm looking at old Ripple tweets right now. That's crazy. Rappy is closer to Isabel level Yandere than a chair sitter, and you'll never make me bow to that. My clingy heroine is perfect. Said a Ripple on June 5th, 2025. Interesting. What is the first tweet about Rappy Ripple ever made? I'm gonna find that right now. I'm scrolling through your tweets right now. I'm finding it. Oh, it's Ken. You replied to me on Twitter saying she had her moments like all blues do. I was talking about Helm, and you said Rampy Domination is here to say. Crazy. Crazy. Okay. That was fun. But that will be the end of the stream. Wowzer. We went down a trip. We went down a trip of memory lane or whatever, however they say it. A trip down memory lane. There we go. I'm speaking like Starfire from Teen Titans for some reason. I don't know what that's about. But yeah, that was good. Tomorrow will be Fallout, which should be fun. And I think we'll do another tier list for Nikke on Saturday. That should be good. But yeah, I'll see you guys then. Bye-bye.